I now invite Dr. A. Garg from our co-host institution, KIET Group of Institutions. Dr. Garg is currently serving as the director, KIET Group, and possesses over 34 years of extensive experience in industry and academia. As an academic leader, his focus has always been to create experienced engineers duly aligned with the needs of the industry. Dr. Garg holds his BE in Mechanical Engineering from Delhi College of Engineering, which is now Delhi Technology University, MTech and PhD both from IIT Delhi. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A very good morning to all present here. On behalf of organizer Dr. Ashwin Fernandez, CEO QS IGAUGE, my co-host Shri Raman Batraji, Executive President NIT, and our institution, that is KIT Group of Institutions, I very warmly welcome Vice Chairman AICT, Professor M.P. Puniaji, other esteemed speakers and panelists of the day, along with a large number of participants that I see today to the R.I.S.E conference of Uttar Pradesh. I must at the outset thank Dr. Ashwin for organizing this conference and giving us and NIT the collaborative opportunities, which is extremely important for all of us to grow together. And also for choosing a very extremely important and relevant topic in today's scenario, redefining institutional strategy for excellence. We actually need to redefine the strategies and also make use of the opportunities that are available as of now. There are many challenges, I would say. If I talk India per se, there are approximately 1,040 universities and 42,000 colleges, plus around 11,000 standalone institutions. Now, out of which, large number of universities and colleges, about 400 plus universities are located in rural areas, and about 60% of these colleges, that's about 24,000 colleges, are located in rural areas. There are digital infrastructure issues. There are digital literacy issues with this population. Even the tier 2, tier 3 city colleges have got this problem. We probably do not have a kind of a customized ERP or LMS in most of the institutions. They have been developed out of the independent needs, individual needs. This is one of the major concerns to my mind. Also, to increase the gross enrollment ratio to 50 by year 2035, as mandated in the National Education Policy 2020, we need to travel a long way. The total enrollment in the higher education is approximately 3.85 crores. That's about 38.5 million. Now, with the present GR of 27.1, reaching a GR of 50 in another 14 years is a Herculean task. And mind it, in 2015-16, we had a GR of only 24.5. That means to say that in last 5 years, our gross enrollment ratio has barely increased by 2.6%. So we can see the kind of a job which we need to do, and there's a huge responsibility. Simultaneously, I find that we need to improve the education standards also, or the quality of the institutions, to bring them at par with the international standards. Now, if I look at the UP figures, as was brought out by Ashwin also, that in UP there are close to 80 universities, and which are the highest number of universities after Rajasthan in India. There are approximately 7,500 plus colleges in the state, and every 1 lakh of population in the state of UP, there are 31 colleges. And UP also comes at number 1 with the highest number of enrollment, followed by Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Now, there are numerous challenges in which are peculiar to the state of Uttar Pradesh. I'll say some of the northern states, if I may put it. First, I find is what we need to combat is the poor communication skills of the students. The students are good. They come from the state board setup, and they are able to write well. But then as far as their communication comes, their communication skills need to be improved. Probably all the institutions, we can have a separate department like humanities and social sciences and things like that, which can focus on the communication skills. Their financial status is not very good by and large of the families from where the students come. I was surprised to find that the large number of students do not have the laptops in last 1.5 years, what we have seen. They have been attending classes through their mobiles. Another thing which we find is that the institutions in this part of the country, probably including Rajasthan, Punjab, and also UP, not many institutions are autonomous. Mostly they are affiliated. There is a low international exposure due to family incomes being less. Industry Connect is improving with the efforts of the AICT. A large number of initiatives have been taken. I would like to compliment Professor Punia for that. Teaching learning processes, they need to be improved. The teaching learning process have to be outcome based, which probably is not there as of now. Research culture, which needs to be improved. Research faculty concept can be incorporated in our institutions, where we can give some kind of a extra teaching load can be reduced of some group of faculty, and their research target can be increased. We need to establish industry internship partnership cells in all the institutions. Probably that would be a very timely need, as has been also said by the AICT. Also, we find there is a kind of obsession among the students to go for the circuit branches. Everybody wants a computer science branches. So what probably we need to do that in parallel, some kind of a minor specialization can be developed in all the institutions, where the aspirations of the students who are in the core branches that can be addressed once they attend this minor specialization courses. And a kind of a computer programming should be another third language of the institution, of all the institutions. So these kind of things are required, and also we can have a international relation office established in our institutions, so that we can give exposure in terms of internship to the students who want to go abroad. The students, what we have seen, they're more interested. The whole culture of the institutions is that everybody wants to acquire the degrees only. Even the faculty, students, the whole focus is on the acquiring degrees and getting the degrees. So we need to really work on these kind of points. And I'll be also mentioning to you, there has been exponential increase in the number of universities and colleges in India. In 2015, there were close to 400 universities. Today, we have got around 1,000 universities. So if I see that every week, one university has come up from year 2003, and 5 colleges every day have come up in the last 15 years. So we have got such number of universities and colleges, and the good number of faculty members and the academic leaders, though kind of a grooming is to be done. Now, in order to achieve this GER of 50, we need to have more number of institutions, and simultaneously we need to develop our leaders and the faculty members. That is another challenge. Now, so is virtual university the answer for all this? Can we have only the virtual universities? Or do we need to have a blended kind of a model of the universities? That all we need to deliberate, and we have to take a decision whether the existing brick and mortar structure can be supplemented with the blended form of these virtual universities. So what I would like to say, that the present pandemic has opened a lot of collaborative opportunities, as we are today. As the leaders, we were also not very comfortable in the virtual connect, but now we are. So we have gone digital. Confidence is there in all of us to adopt the digital mode of teaching learning. So my only request, and that's what I would like to say, that we should not allow to fade away these learnings during the post-pandemic era. That's extremely important. It shouldn't happen when the college is open and then we just go back to our face-to-face teaching. We need to implement everything what we have learned in last 1.5 years or so. In this background, I would like to say that it is extremely important that we redefine our strategies to achieve all these objectives. And it's very, very timely conference. I think if we delay in identifying the new targets, we will get delayed. And the opportunity which is there in front of all of us, we'll lose that opportunity. I'm sure that today's deliberations are going to be extremely helpful in synergizing the efforts, education and industry leadership at various levels in the right direction. That's extremely important. The industry involvement with the academia is extremely important for us to move in the right direction. Once again, I would like to thank QS IGAUGE for this wonderful idea, and I'm sure there'll be enough takeaways for all. Thank you all for your presence in such a large number. There are many takeaways for all the members who are present here, all the audience who are present here. I really see that the important takeaways what have been brought out, they include that the focus on outcome-based education to improve the pedagogy. We must have a focus on the entrepreneurship along with the studies. And also, a very important point is that to have a blended learning in a teaching learning, a new system where the pre-recorded lectures should be there. 20 minutes is a beautiful time, which is not an overload on anybody. 20 minutes of a lecture, which can really lead to a discussion in the class. And what Professor Kansal was mentioning, the outcome-based education, you see the video and then you discuss to learn the higher order thinking skills. I think that is going to be the new normal in the education, the way we deliver the education. Also, we need to make an environment where the institution and the industry, they collaborate with each other. The institutions have to reach out to the industry for their problems. In fact, I see some of the models where in the institutions governing board, there are members from the industry. The industry governing board members are a part of the institutional governing board, and vice versa. They've got a fixed role in that. There is this deep sense of accountability. Then only probably that kind of a connect could happen. Presently, we are having abundance of classroom teaching, which needs to be replaced with more and more solving of the industry problems. And also, Mr. Batra, I think this would be a very, very important word which all of us would carry: the hiring and recruiting brains and passions. I think beautiful, so many things very concisely put it into these 4 words. Definitely we need to have the brains and also the passion to continue. So I'm sure that today's deliberations, they will definitely help all the institutions, and especially the ones in our country, in the UP. And but there is no doubt about it that this kind of a connectivity what we have got, the confidence which all of us have got, what Dr. Dinesh Kumar was also mentioning, that our senior leadership also, everybody more than 50 years, or he has been forced to use the technology in last 1.5 years. So this key learning should continue, and we must encash on this learning to ensure that the international best practices could continue to be implemented locally. We can have a lot of interactions with all of you virtually without the need of physically moving from one place to another. I think I would like to finally sum up, and I would like to say that the future of higher education is going to revolve around ABCD. A, I say, is the adaptive learning, which should be personalized learning, which was mentioned by Dr. Dinesh also. And also the blended learning we must have. B for blended learning. C for collaboration on technology-driven framework, has been brought out by all the panelists. And the D is the digital intelligence. We need to see that our country has got the digital connectivity and digital literacy, and everything has to be that becomes the foundation for the new learning and for the new India. Thank you all, and I thank each one of you who brought the unique takeaways. I think the whole members who are present here, I see the large number of audience who are there, they would be immensely benefit. Lastly, I would like to thank QS IGAUGE for providing this platform, and also for selecting a very, very relevant topic for the day and also for this session. Thank you all. Have a great day ahead.